Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. On today's episode of Days of Our Lives, Kayla and Steve arrive as Marlena hangs up with Shane in front of the Brady pub. She is attempting to contact him in order to share her chat with Kat. In order to reach Shane, Kayla suggests contacting Kimberly. Steve questions why telling John is so crucial, and Marlena explains John's bravery with Katharina. Hearing it makes them very happy. Marlena smiles and explains John is the reason she survived. Steve and Marlena stay together in the pub while Kayla goes to the hospital. Marlena shares how worn out she is from preparing meals for just one person. She is aware that she talks to her patients about being thankful and concentrating on their possessions rather than their shortcomings, but she is having difficulty. He inquires as to if she received any correspondence from John during the holidays, but on Christmas Day, all she received was an order of strawberries and whipped cream. Days as Kayla and Steve converse with Marlena outside the Brady pub, Kayla gives a gloomy grimace. When she inquires about his safety, Steve acknowledges that he has no idea. Even Shane refused to tell him what John was doing. I feel like he's getting further and further away, complains Marlena. When Kat informs Chad that she would be staying in Salem for the foreseeable future, he greets her awkwardly at Horton Square. While Kat returned home to care for Felicity until she graduated, Aaron is staying up in Vancouver with their mother because he has enough credits to graduate early. I hope this won't be a problem for you, Chad. Chad shouldn't dictate to Felicity where she should live since she needs her. Kat expresses gratitude to him and vows to avoid him. Don't worry, adds Chad, Salem is big enough for both of them. All he wants is to move on from the entire situation. As she gets back in touch with Felicity, so does Kat. When Chad asks where she plans to work, she surprises him by saying she has an interview with Marlena. Dazed Chad gazes at Kat in the Horton Square with confusion. Chad informs Kat that Marlena is the queen of second chances and the least judgmental person he has ever met. Maggie asks Xander how his first day with Philip at Titan went after noticing him glaring at the image of Victor. Xander snarls, miserably. It was amazing to learn that he was Victor's son and that his father had trusted him to lead Titan over everyone else. Philip then swept everything away. He still has his birthright, Maggie notes, but he must now share it. Maggie, Philip is the worst. His only wish is to get rid of Philip for good. When Maggie anxiously questions him about acting hastily, Xander assures her that he would never do anything that would distance himself from Victoria and Sarah. That's not a no, says Maggie. Despite Xander's reservations, she assures him that Victor loved him and Philip very much. Maggie asks whether he wants to be permanently marked and exiled from his family like Cain after Xander brings up the tale of Cain and Abel. Sighing, Days gazes at Maggie in the Kiriakis' living room. He had better not do anything foolish since she won't lose another family member. When Xander complains about the letter and the will, Maggie responds that the matter was resolved by the court. Although the collaboration won't be simple, you will learn to work together for the benefit of everybody. Xander asks, like you and Alex? Maggie lets out a sigh. Whoa! Maggie shrugs when he apologizes and says he didn't mean it. Yes, you did. However, she takes no offense, and her and Alex's time at Titan served as a warning. However, Xander and Philip might be able to lift the Kiriakis' curse if they get along. Xander agrees to make an effort to get along with his brother after being prodded. For my favorite mother-in-law, I would do everything. Maggie is willing to leave him because of that, but Xander later sighs that he suspects Philip won't allow him to fulfill that commitment. Dazed Sarah addresses Stephanie from behind, and Stephanie looks repulsed. Stephanie informs Sarah that Philip's letter from Victor is a hoax when she is in the hospital. Philip has no business serving as co-CEO in the first place. With Vivian and Philip's confession, she exposes the plot. She would never have assisted Philip if she had realized that any of this was a hoax. When she arrived at the hospital to speak with her mother, she discovered Sarah and felt compelled to tell her. She claims Stephanie and Philip are done. However, what is Sarah's expectation of Xander's reaction to the news? Sarah looks shocked as she exits after a stunned admission that she doesn't know. After looking through her messages, Stephanie hears the one in which Philip begs her to be silent. She removes it. Oh, it's too late. Stephanie informs Kayla that she and Philip are no longer together. He is still the same person. When Kayla inquires about what transpired, Stephanie responds that it would be best for her to remain in the dark. However, she became ill when she saw Philip's Kiriakis side. Kate returns to Titan and asks Philip what he wants to discuss. He informs her that Steph overheard them discussing the fake letter over the phone. He claims that Stephanie is upset and hurt, and he doesn't think she will remain silent. My goodness, those Bradys. They have a lot of judgment. I'm married to one, so I know. Days as she and Philip converse in the Titan C-suite, Kate looks down. Philip doesn't know where Stephanie is, so she asks him what he's doing to rectify this. He is aware that he will absolutely die if this is revealed. Kate notes that if Stephanie didn't care, she wouldn't be so angry, so he can speak sense into her once she's had a chance to calm down. He regrets that he included Steph and Belle as well, and that their lives could be destroyed if it were revealed. Sarah then appears and tells them she is an expert. Kate tells them exactly what she knows about the letter and how, while Philip and Kate attempt to seem foolish. Philip assumes that she hasn't yet informed Xander. No. She is aware that Philip's life will end when she tells her spouse. Kate then suggests a fix. How about you simply keep it from Xander? That would prevent Sarah's husband from using violence and safeguard both Philip and Xander. They argue back and forth about which of Victor's sons they liked best. Philip was obviously the son that Kate and Victor intended to have in order to carry on his heritage. Sarah is asked by the son why she is there rather than with Xander. Days as his mother and Sarah argue in the Titan office, Philip turns to stare at Kate. She's looking for answers. How come he would do this? Kate attributes everything to Vivian taking advantage of Philip's sorrow and remorse. Although Philip notes that Xander was capable of terrible things on his own, Sarah doesn't think that's good enough. Consider what he could accomplish with Titan's strength and resources. He can be restrained by Philip. His only goal was to make Victor proud, but he was unsuccessful. This is his final opportunity to prove to Victor that he deserves the legacy. Don't take that away from me, please. If she takes this away from him, he will lose everything, including his sanity. Sarah says she's sorry and walks away. In the last moments of the show, Kat expresses gratitude to Chad for keeping things from being embarrassing. He assures them it's all right, and they split ways.